Welcome back. We are looking at the best sounding cars on the planet. This is like a kind of an unofficial mini-series I have going on the channel. All right, we're looking at some awesome cars. Today, we're looking at a BMW FW26. This is an F1 car from the early 2000s, I believe. And we have a 3-liter V10 from BMW. Sounds interesting because V10, that's a huge, well, not huge in this case, only 3 liters. 10 cylinders is a lot. So 3-liter, 10-cylinder, kind of bizarre to me as an American, used to big displacements with, V8s and even big displacement V6s sometimes. Yeah, this is interesting. I imagine this is going to be high revving, really insane. F1 cars, the fun thing about them that I'm learning is they've changed so much, every few years. Make sure to check the end screen on this video because I will link some of the videos that I've done in this series before. Some crazy sounding cars like the 787B, the Ferrari F40 LM. Let's check it out. So this is the car in question.
So quite a conventional.
What a beast. Oh my God, what? That shocked me a little bit. He is just toying around. He's not even giving it gas yet. Oh, that is epic. Wow. Okay, I am listening to this through headphones. We are watching a video that has been compressed and uploaded to YouTube. This is so removed from reality, and this thing sounds so violent, ferocious, loud. But somehow is this, at the same time, this smooth symphony of this combustion engine firing at its max potential. Like F1 engines are just on another planet, right? Compared to, going out and firing up your regular car in the driveway. It is just a different planet. This sounds way better than any of the newer F1 footage I've seen. They're using like boosted V6s or something now, right? They're really small, and I think some of them aren't they even hybrids, or maybe they're going to hybrids soon. Anyway, the point is, I can still appreciate the sport for what it is now, but yeah, this is F1 to me as someone from the outside. First of all, that car still looks really good. It looks pretty modern, even though this thing, it says in the title here, is a 2004. I would have thought from the look of it, it was like a 2014. So I guess that shows how much I know. I think it looks good, and the thing sounds amazing. Nothing nowadays is going to compete with that. That is violent. That car is actually scary. How do you describe the sound of this thing? It sounds like, this is the best I can come up with. It sounds like it is like ripping through the fabric of reality. Like that thing is breaking the sound barrier almost, and not by speed, just by sound itself. This sound is absolutely crazy. I love it. It is so ferocious. Like I said earlier, it sounds so good. Between how fast it looks when he just blips the throttle and it just goes, it is just gone. And then that sound, it is rare as a car guy to say this, but I'm going to say it. This is one of those cars where I'm not jealous of this guy. I just would like to see it in person, in real life, flying by so I can hear it. I would not want to drive this. I'll admit it. Okay? This thing is scary. Plus, I wouldn't fit, so. This thing sounds so good.
Oh man, this is why we miss old F1.
That just puts a smile on your face. No, I don't care who you are. And you know what's crazy too? Let me add one more layer to this. That car, when it's coming at you, you can hear it, of course, and it's a different sound because, you know, it's coming at you. The exhaust is facing the back or whatever. It's totally different. And that car is one car in this instance, in this video, and it sounds like a flock of cars. It sounds like, you know, 10 cars roaring at you. You can see the velocity, too. It's unreal. That's a scary freaking vehicle. Damn, BMW. Wow. Oh, my God. Alrighty, and in conclusion, we're going to look at a little bit of onboard. So this might be a little bit lower sound quality, and of course it's a different, you know, angle. We're literally on board, but we have to hear it from this too. I love onboard stuff, and like I said, round of applause for this BMW FW26. What an absolute beast! Wow, V10 for the win. Yo, this thing is so epic. Wow. How many speeds do these have? Is this a 10 speed? You know, how many gears are we dealing with here? It sounds like he shifts like 20 times. I know that's the crazy sound, of course. But, yeah, I'm guessing this is a 7 or 8 speed, realistically. Maybe a 10 at most. You guys will have to educate me. I know F1 changes all the time, and it's so much. It's like infinite learning for me, of course, because I don't know much about this compared to a lot of my audience. But, yeah, this thing is a machine of greatness. This thing is incredible. Thank you. Multiple people, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, multiple people suggested this. This is just clearly a great suggestion. I mean, this thing is outrageous. And definitely is on our leaderboard for one of the best sounding cars on Earth. So far for race cars, this might be it. I mean, and that's a tough sell because so many race cars I've already looked at sound amazing. I also want to mention it's funny that this is 2004. We have the really complicated steering wheel with a bunch of buttons and functions. And then, of course, not to mention just the technology, the thing handles and sounds amazing. Like I said, the wheel and then the paddle shifters, it shifts so fast, and this is 2004, so I feel like that's pretty impressive for the time, even though that stuff was just starting to come around, right? And it's funny because nowadays, you fast forward, we just bought this year a Subaru brand new. I was really happy about it, and it's a big Subaru wagon, bigger than Outback. I don't know if they sell it elsewhere, but here in the USA, it's called the Ascent. So you're dealing with a family-sized, bigger Subaru wagon. And the thing is turbocharged, and it has paddle shifters. And I think that's funny. I'm not saying it's an F1 car, definitely not. But it's funny that even a sort of family-style car has paddle shifters on it nowadays. And they're not going to lie, they're pretty responsive. Not like this, but it's not like a joke either, like some rental cars I've driven. It shifts really quick, like boom, boom, like pretty instant. It's funny to see, a couple decades old F1 footage with that. So it's like they kind of paved the way, right? You have all this sporty technology that eventually makes its way to, cars that regular people drive. It's kind of cool to see as well. Wow. The speed, the cornering, onboard F1 is something spectacular. It's when you see the onboard that you really, for someone from my perspective, eliminate the whole NASCAR versus F1 or even IndyCar versus F1. IndyCar versus F1 is still sort of fun, but like I said, when you see this, Formula One's on another level. But the NASCAR versus F1 is just so funny because I've seen it before in the past, and that's not even close. Like I said, I love NASCAR, but this is not even close, man. These are like alien. They're so fast. You see this thing go around with the onboard. You see the G-force. You see how fast this thing is taking turns. It doesn't even look real. It looks like a video game. It doesn't look like this should be possible. And I love NASCAR, but boy, are those like child's play compared to this. I really hate to say that. I really hate to admit that, but it's true. These are insane, man. Of course, other racing series require their own set of skills, but nothing's as ferocious and fast as these. Nothing. This is incredible. Is this Suzuka, by the way? I saw the Ferris wheel. I do know somewhat about tracks, not just Daytona. American stuff. I know some international tracks. I think this is Suzuka. Could be wrong. So yeah, we're going to end it there. That thing is absolutely incredible, okay? Tell me your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. Keep this series going. We have a lot. We're just in the infancy stage here. We have a lot to look at when it comes to awesome sounding cars. And I have to say my favorite so far is still the the F40 LM. The thing was absolutely raw and ferocious and mean. And that video I'll have linked at the end of here. It's amazing. You got to check it out, okay? You won't regret it. And this has jumped up. If we're comparing, and these are random matchups, if we're comparing this versus the 787B, I'm sorry to say, I think this wins. The Mazda sounds absolutely amazing as well and extremely unique. It still might win for a unique factor, but this is just, to me, is just so incredible. I know this has got to be pushing some high RPMs, and it just sounds, like I said, amazing. I don't know how to else explain it. It is amazing. So can't wait to see your comments. Please smash the thumbs up, the like button on this video. It will help it out. I do appreciate it. And of course, subscribe. Join our amazing community here. It's growing so good. We are closing in on 100,000 subscribers. Please help us get there. And with that being said, guys, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.